I just gave my peppermint some water. That's how sad it is. I think it's going to wake up really fast, like right before our eyes. So I decided to get the camera. You can see that lower branch shaking a little bit, kind of wagging. Because you can actually see the plant drinking up the moisture. That's what's happening. He is waking up right in front of us. Nope, I don't have the patience. I'll just show you a before and after. So I'm watering right now, and I feel some kind of way because I just filmed an entire scene of me going toe-to-toe with the cabbage moth. Actually, two of them, one of which got away by the skin of his chinny chin chin, the other of which you would have witnessed the murder. Maybe that's why God cut the video off, because he didn't want you insect lovers to see that. Yep, I fried him. Yeah, I mentioned how I was going to cut back the outer leaves of my collards because they've been kind of eating it as of late because it's been raining off and on, which has washed my scorpion brew off. So it washed my scorpion brew off, and of course I saw the white butterflies out here yet again and proceeded to attempt to murder them both and almost choke my own self out in the process. But in the end, it was worth it as I was able to take out one. My herb pot here now, there's cilantro, basil, pineapple, sage, and oregano. Oregano didn't come up very well. Okay, let me keep it real though. Oregano didn't come up this year. Tiny Tims, but they really weren't supposed to be this tiny. I wanted to plant them in a small pot just to see what would come of it. I think I might plant my patio tomato next year in such a fashion. The problem with that is if I'm traveling or if we go anywhere, if I skip a single day with a pot this small, it will dry out because as most of you, well, as you experience, people know tomatoes are heavy feeders, and the water level has to stay just a par. They're kind of elitist little things. This is my patio tomato. I just chopped about, I guess, 8 inches off the top of that just to keep this bushy and sturdy. You can see how sturdy the stem is on that thing, and so I wanted it to bush out, be full. It should be cooling out down now. It's very hot still. In fact, let me go get me some water because I'm feeling lightheaded. And for you rookies who don't know, people who garden at dusk and dawn, there is a reason for that. You don't want to be out in the beaming heat that is not very smart, as I am right now. So yeah, make sure you hydrate whether you're a dusk and dawn gardener or not. Okra, I haven't. Oop, 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 oop. No, 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 no. Yeah. This is why I walk with a stick in front of me. There's a way of going from there all the way across there. So I won't be walking up into that corner too. Well, I will, but not before I get a stick and knock that thing down. But you can see my okra plant on the corner there. Has several okra ready for harvest. I think tonight will be the night that we have fried red okra because I sent my mom the last batch because my sister's out of left town again. Herb pot, which has my basil, pineapple, sage, cilantro, and oregano. This is my backup mint plant. Speaking of too hot, y'all, I cannot deal. I'm going to. Do I want to finish this now? I'm going to do it really fast to get it over with. My Meyer lemon tree. She's doing much better. as I kind of let her dry out a little bit between waterings now. But I don't even have any, I didn't have any flowers or buds this year. But I did change the soil in that. That could have everything to do with it. This is my Honeycrisp apple tree. It's not looking the best I've ever seen it, but at the same time, it is the fullest I've ever seen it. And that's only saying so much, as I only got it a few months ago. And this is going to become my new mother stevia, because my other one, they grow very tall and lanky. So what I wanted to do was to propagate one and keep it topped off so that it would grow bushy. Pimento peppers, these are still green on the underside where they're not really seeing the sun. But these are my pimento peppers. They're really beautiful. You can see them much better than you ever could before. Just there in the back are my sweet peppers. They're mostly harvested, but I have several more that I need to harvest, and then I'm going to cut that back to say 6 to 8 inches because that shit works, and it will continue to grow and give harvest after harvest, even once having taken it indoors to overwinter. This is my prized lemon verbena. I don't know why everyone in the world does not grow this plant. I'm in love with it. It is my new second favorite herb in the world. The tea is the bomb and does everything that it claims that it does. These are a couple of babies that I planted for my sister, and it occurred to me that I just assumed that she might want one on her patio, so I haven't given it to her, and she's gone out of town, and I'm not even going to suggest it again. But if she mentions it, of course I'll give her her lemon verbena plant. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I guess you do get to witness the murder of another cabbage moth. Where'd you go? Are you on my, oh, you were on my stevia? Really? 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 You saw him. He came right for the camera. At this point, it's standing my ground. At this point, it is standing my ground. My first planter of chocolate mint, I brought some home, and then I repropagated and filled this planter up, and the bugs really got to it. I had experience with regular peppermint before, where the bugs didn't mess with it, but they really seemed to like the chocolate mint. So I grew a backup batch over here. Boom. And it is full and healthy and beautiful. And in fact, I filmed me watering it yesterday because it looked really, really sad. And it rained, but because it's so full, the rain didn't get into the soil. And it looked really jealous of the other part of the whole world of the earth, that it didn't get the rain that everything else got. So I actually collected some of that rainwater so that I was able to pour her some after the rain was over. You're welcome. I'm going to come out and scalp the collards, because those very cabbage moths that I am intent on destroying have really done a number on them. As you can see from this leaf here, there's some funky looking damage and holes, and this one's half eaten, and I'm just going to trim the outer leaves of all those and let it start over from the inside. I'm not sure how collards do in that regard. Maybe I should just replant more collard over here and just do 2 instead of 3, because as you can see, they're huge and enormous. But anywho, this is a murder that I thought I filmed earlier. See that guy? I stood my ground on him. This is this is ready to make me a salad. That's gonna happen today. Dinosaur kale back there, standing all strong and proud, trying to resist the cabbage moths going, "Mommy, mommy, save me, the monster's coming to get me." So I come out and save it because I do not want the monster to get my plants. Green onions. I'm sorry, this is not my stepchild plant. I really love this, and I cook with this most of all, I do believe. So sorry guys, love you. red Reuben basil, still trying to get seeds from. You know, I have some in my other herb pot, but I want to get the seeds. So seeing if this won't work out. We'll see. Here's curly kale. This is where I moved the water to, so figure while I'm over here I'd show you this again. This is the big giant one that I'm going to keep for seed. Do you see how big that is? Where was I? Oh, the raised bed. Here are more salad greens. The spinach is not being great because it's not its time to shine. Sweet red peppers. Oh man. I'm gonna give me another cabbage moth, and it apparently it's gonna happen on camera. Apparently it's gonna happen on camera. Show up again. Show up again. I swear to God, show up again. 3 purple cabbage right here at different stages. Wait, 3. Actually, if you count the whole bed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And going to have 8 purple cabbage at different stages. Here. See how this has developed its head in the middle? Well, this one has a funky looking area there in the middle where it should have a head, and the reason for that is there was a giant caterpillar in there, and I didn't even know it was a caterpillar. For those of you that saw the video, didn't see the video, I didn't realize it was just a big brown mushy mob, and I just thought I don't know if there was some kind of root rot, even though it wasn't a root in the center, but that caterpillar had turned out to go in on the center of that cabbage, and that's what happened. My cucumber plant is taking the powdery mildew. It does that about this time of year. I actually harvested and ate one of the smaller ones to see if it would still be good, and it tastes like, I went in and washed this off first, y'all, obviously. Not obviously, the people that don't know, or people that don't know, you have to do some things, because the cucumber plant will make you stick yourself. I don't know if they're all like that, but cucumber plants are prickly. Yeah. So there's that. There's my other watermelon. Hey, Pilot. Yeah, there's my other watermelon. We ate the first one. I'd say we probably picked it about a week or so early, but it was very delicious. We went in on it. I'm gonna go move the water again. Ooh, I almost walked into that spider web again. So I'm gonna go move the water and water these things up here, and harvest a couple of things and figure out what the hell I want to go in there. I think I might put dinosaur kale in there too. I was thinking about red celery because I lost my red celery at the beginning of the season. I thought I left it in a pocket and washed it in the laundry, but apparently I had it in a jacket pocket, so I found that. I'm excited about it, and it seems to me like celery is a cool crop, but I'm not really sure. So if it is, maybe I'll put that red celery in there. If not, maybe I'll do more dinosaur kale or some kind of red romaine or something. I know I keep saying red. I keep trying to find different colors for my vegetables. Along with red. So I started cutting these leaves from the collards, and it showed me where I actually made my scorpion brew a little too strong. Probably burn these myself. But as I mentioned, they love the innermost tender leaves. So I was spraying on the inside quite a bit, a little bit more. But I guess what really made me wanted to show you guys this was, look how strong that root got. Oop, is it? Look how strong that root got. Ooh, it's going all kind of ways. I figured it grew so strong so fast, I could just plant a couple more. And in fact, I'll do 2 instead of 3 because you saw how huge those got. I think that's what I'm going to do. Plant a couple more collards. Just 2. And space them between where those 3 were standing. So yeah, I pulled the collards. Look how deep that trench is. Man. So that just lets you know how major that root system was. I should be able to get a couple more collards in there. And I couldn't even see my onions. I have several stalks. I thought I was running low. I have several stalks ready to be harvested. But anyway, I wanted you to see that as well. So now I'm going to refill this with some propagation ready soil. Get these old roots. And replant a couple of collards. Oh, really? Really? Look. Okay, I think I'm playing. The tomatoes? You want a piece of the tomatoes? Go where you want to go. Your friends didn't tell you about me?